Hello, it's me. I've been wondering if after all the years you'd like to eat some meat. Yeah, Jason, I'm watching demos because I want to do this every Tuesday. I want to start with a demo, then I want to go on a server and try to see if we can find some new kind of things, basically, on a server. And then after that we play. So I'm like calling it Tactical Tuesday. That's my plan. So yeah, the reason I picked Karrigan to watch today, guys, is because I want to see what makes him good. I mean, I know it, but I checked his like highest, like the best statistical performances he had in this tournament, and honestly most of them were around the 1 mark. This one was 1.7 because they won pretty comfortably. The reason I picked this one, I would have actually liked to pick one where we had more T-side rounds, but the reason I picked this one was just because he had a really good performance. I remember watching the map live. He was doing a lot of active CT work and he was hitting some good shots and stuff. He was making so many aggressive hot pushes, which I'm sure we'll see. And when we switch over to the T side, we at least have 6 rounds where we will be able to see him create some space. So yeah, so let's watch the CT pistol. So Karrigan in this case is actually playing kind of Joker. I can't even actually remember where Karrigan is playing on CT side. I guess normally he's playing somewhere inner, because I think it's Rain playing outside, Brokey playing outside, but because Rain is not here, maybe Karrigan is playing outside, because they gave, at least on Nuke, Justin his regular roles. So what he's doing, the reason he's looking into the wall is because a lot of T's will like rush with skylight flashes, and he's dodging those, because if you get blind at your team, you can't help your team at all, so he has to dodge those. Now a fake inner execute, and the T's are gonna take space outside, so we need to see how Karrigan reacts to this. So he actually doesn't. I think he has someone downstairs, so he doesn't actually need to react that much. They could be taking like under heaven now, but they kind of do this as a delayed A split, and Karrigan, I guess, reads that after the kill, so now he's dropping down to side. And again, this is like aggressive CT hot push. I don't know if he'll win this duel, but if he does, it's really big for his team. I think he will. He's gonna time shoot a little bit. Okay, he was fucking ready. And now Heroic are probably gonna run him down. Or not. Killing a little bit of bread after that first kill. I mean, not much to say other than really good kills by Karrigan. That's what I think Karrigan is good at as well. He's good at kind of filling up. I think that's why he's so good at playing with a stand-in. He has so much experience and he can play basically all roles. He just understands the game on a different level. So like, if he needs to change roles around, or if he needs to instruct someone to play his role correctly, he can just so easily do it. And he's, because of that, that's really good. Do you think Karrigan underperformed as he got on stage and overperformed in front of the crowd? That's actually a really good question. I wouldn't say Karrigan underperformed, like he didn't play kill-wise very good, but since they almost beat Na'Vi, I would say that he probably still was calling really well. I think Karrigan is just a crazy good player. I guess you could say, I mean, he definitely performs better when there's a crowd. He loves that. But I think it's hard to say, like, to me Karrigan almost can't have an underperformance, he almost can't have an overperformance. Like an overperformance, if he has 2 rating or something, is clear, but something like this 1.7 rating, I think he's more than capable. Like individually, he's really fucking strong. Also, when you're playing him FPL and he's not calling, he's just destroying people. So, like, yeah, he's really good. Honestly, and yeah, even if he doesn't have the kill impact, like that one game, I think it was versus Na'Vi, he's still just such a good player. So. But yeah, now he's doing what I call bake. So he's like jiggling with smoke of Molo here on inner. I have FPS low, by the way, and he actually missed the smoke. But he can still kind of use it, so it's okay. Yeah, I mean, there's not too much to see here, because a lot of the time he won't have much to do on inner. From what I remember, Heroic didn't have that great of a T-side, so... But again, the aggressive hot push, he finds the perfect timing. This is a 5-on-2, but he's still taking a risk, and that's gonna help his team massively. You see where the T's are, like one has snuck out the door, one has, like, they're pretty aggressive outside. They have given him space outside, and I'm pretty sure Heroic has used a lot of nades there. So Karrigan assumes that there are probably at least 2 outside. And then, like, with that, he is assuming that the lurk player, which is down, like, there's basically 2 things Down can do here. He could play passive, or he can be aggressive, or like trying to search something. And it makes the most sense that Down is trying to aggress, because they are in a 3-on-5. So if Down is just holding lobby, that won't really benefit the team much. And that's what Down has done. He has walked out door. So when Karrigan clears out hot, he knows that Down is probably not just sitting somewhere holding. So he's probably moving towards ramp, or moving outside with the guys, or moving outdoor. So now he's checking door, he kills Down. Then now he's cleared out all of lobby, the T's have almost no room to work. And then he knows, because Robs comes up secret, they cannot be secret, they cannot be ramp, they cannot be lobby. There's only one place they can be, that's towards under heaven. So he only needs to really hold main, and he only needs to hold like left side main, because Robs has everything else basically. And that's why Robs can now also freely peek. So it's a really good read from Karrigan, and it's a really good info play as well. Like, he clears out the whole map, and it's a 5-on-3. You can say, is it worth the risk? That's always arguable, but they won this round with 5 alive, so it's pretty damn good. Oh, how much sway does Karrigan have mid-round after he dies? I would say it kind of depends on numbers. A lot of the time, if you are 2 alive, like a 2 vs 2 or something, you want to let those guys play it. But if you just die as the IGL and it's 4 vs 5, you see something that could be a good call, you will probably still call it. It's quite team dependent, it's also round dependent. Like, maybe Karrigan has a good idea in 4-on-5, maybe he doesn't have a good idea. If he doesn't have a good idea, there's no reason for him to talk, because the other players should be man enough to like take over in a 4-on-5 when he's dead. He always finds a good time to push, and basically knows what's happening everywhere. That's how it feels like. Yeah, he's so good. And now, like, now he blocked door really heavy, so he's out of nades immediately, right? And that's always like, okay, then you don't have nades for late. But if the T's want to make a fast play, then it's a really good thing to do, you know. And they want to make a fast play. Now he's playing up close, so he's gonna win this duel. They want to do what's called robs, the T's. So the robs move is you smoke out in front of door. You get into the door smoke, like the smoke here on the right. So like the aggressive door smoke. And then you just immediately get a flash through, and you just run out and you try to kill. So that's like actually one of the most won rounds in CSGO right now, like the robs round. Almost every team has it basically, and I think that's actually a read from Karrigan that that's what they want to do here. They have low money, that's why he's blocking doors so aggressively, and that's why he's playing in front of the flashes. So if that is really true, that's insane from Karrigan. I think it is true, honestly. And now, because he blocked it with an extra molo, the robs got so delayed that... Okay, I'm going super in detail now, right? But they moloed the door, right? Then there's aggressive door smoke. Twist has all info outside. They know that they're not ramped, it's also blocked. So the only place that they can go is A. And because Karrigan remolos door, they are so sure it's gonna be A. So with this, he now knows that it's like some inner execute, and now he just destroyed the whole round, basically. Because the robs round is that the first man runs out and kills like 1 or 2, because it's so unpredictable. But it's no longer unpredictable because of the info that Karrigan has gained here. And yeah, because of that, the whole round is just over. So this whole round for Heroic is useless. And he also gets 4 kills for it, so... Like, again, really insane read from Karrigan. As an outsider and non-pro, Karrigan seems like a great tactician and IGL, but sometimes lack individually. That's actually also part of why I'm watching this demo. I wanna see if he does lack individually. Like, so far his duels have been really strong. Or if it's just him running in front a lot. Obviously this is his best map, but I know as well that Karrigan is the type of guy who will just run. instantly in front and die, so that he can get traded, you know. Again, great grenade usage, and he again gets the entry and even a follow-up. And now he's buying time, and now he dies. But that HE that he did was perfectly timed, and then he actually smoked off the T's because so that he gets 2 kills. 13 kills in the first 9, so that's really impressive. Look at this. They used 2 Molotovs main, and flashes, and a Molotov top hut on the side where you can't spray the door, just to get down in the vent, and Karrigan runs through both Molos and just spams in blind and kills him. And again, gets an entry in this round. And now he's blocking door really hard, which is, I mean, it's not unnecessary, because you have to block door, but it's unlikely that someone else would come out when he killed already Down, who's like the lurk, and who had the spawn. But so, again, super strong position being put into by Karrigan. I remember this round as well, Broky is burning 100 damage in the Molo for no reason. I think he even flashes himself and then burns 100 damage in the Molo. Weird stuff, but... And now he resmokes door for his teammate, goes to pick up secret, and gets a little bit unlucky on the timing. But this is what a good door player will do also. I think the way FaZe played, at least that's the way Complexity played, I think that's, I mean, how most teams played in the meta right now, is that you don't really have a door player and a hot player. You have like 2 A players, and it depends on spawn who goes where. So the best spawn will block door, and the second best spawn will block hot. That's why you see Karrigan sometimes playing side anchor, and sometimes playing door. But when you're playing door, you also have to be picking up secret if you know that there's a chance that they could be down there. So that's what he does here. He smokes off the door for his teammate so he can play A alone, because he has a smoke there already. And then he goes to pick up secret but gets unlucky on the timing. So it's also, when you play with a stand-in, you get forced into making more rash decisions. Like, you have to, Karrigan has to trust his read way more because he knows he has to do more. If he was playing with Ain, it's possible he wouldn't take as many chances and risks as he has been doing. And now, this is a good round. He has a Mach 10, so if he dies, it's not that big of a deal. Heroic are low on cash, and they just do instant secret smokes. Now Karrigan is just finding out what's going on, so he's trying to like snuff out the stack here. If he can find out that they're stacked on B, his teammates can just go A. And so a big deal is that his teammates need to also be in position to react, and they're all 4 lobby. Now he sees, okay, one guy is double, then it's probably a B stack, since that guy is fighting so passive, but he's still there. And so now his teammates are in a position. So if Karrigan would have not found anything, then he would probably keep just pushing towards ramp, and his teammates would be ready to go ramp, for example. Or they would even wait the whole time, like let Karrigan push up ramp alone. Ah, they're not ramp, okay, they have to be inner stack. And then, you know, something like that. So they are using the 1 Mach 10 to find out where the stack is, and it's like a pretty old way of playing. It's kind of like a, I don't know, 2015, 2016 style of playing NCQs, but it's a really good one, because if the CTs are stacked, you find out, you can go the other side. It's a good way to let your Mach 10 or SMG get a lot of kills as well, which is good money bonus. And it's a pretty risk-free way of winning. Show the Karrigan flash again, please. Yeah, I will, because that was really impressive. So like, if you go here, there is like a pole you get stuck on, and it's the last place you can stand where the CTs cannot see you. So that's why this is like a really good place to also hold a hot push from. Then if you aim here, the flash bounces on the wall and goes out and hits like a door, kind of like this, so it falls out, and it's like really tucked in the corner. So everyone who's looking hot, pretty much, will get blind by this flash. Unless you are playing where Refresh is playing, but a little bit more to his left, like Refresh's left. So if you play that side of the silos, the flash probably won't blind you, but yeah, I think that's what the follow-up flash is for. So he does this flash, right? And then this flash is kind of yeah, in the middle more, and then he's running with it, and look how beautifully it bounces. So like, as you see, this flash pops here. So if Refresh is playing that side of the silos, now he's blind, or he has to dodge it. And then the follow-up flash comes, and obviously flashes from his teammates. This one bounces on the door frame, comes out. So if Refresh is now playing the other side of the silos, he gets blind by this flash. Then he swings out with this, goes out, and CT vent is molo, so he can't be there. Hot is not molo, but it's just, I mean, I don't know, what can you do? And even if Refresh wins that duel, then a late default molo comes in and destroys him. I actually think that Molotov was probably not meant to come in that late. But it's possible, honestly. Because if Karrigan dies to Refresh, but he's spamming him blind or something, he might just be burning. So, just really crazy, crazy good game from Karrigan, honestly.